No, I am absolutely certain that this blue is off. No, my eyes aren't going. Your eyes are going. It's blue. Blue's a primary color. That means if it shows any traces of any color other than blue, it's off. Neighbor, neighbor, don't lean so far over the vat. You're making me nervous. Now, as I was saying. Huh? God damn it, what did I say? Line 5, shut it down. An employee just fell into the vat. Neighbor, neighbor, yes, I see you. Grab my hand. Uh, uh gotcha. All right. I'll pull you up on 3. Ready? 1, 2. Uh, uh. Oh, perfect. Neighbor, are you all right? Oh, I'm wonderful. And when I find the motherfucker that pushed me, there's gonna be hell to pay. Uh, Howdy? Hey, Howdy, could you lend us a hand? Or two? Oh, stop it. You've got arms for days. All right, we'll go one at a time. That way we won't accidentally pull you down in here with us. Neighbor, you first. Uh, you good up there, neighbor? All right. Yep, I can reach. Yep, ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah, well, we must be a sight. Are you all right, neighbor? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. And I was right, too. That blue just had the slightest bit of red in it. All right. Line 5, we're all clear. Get this fat drained out and order a new batch from the lab. My assistant and I are going to go clean ourselves up. And then I'm finding the arrogant bastard that shoved me in. The voice in your head isn't yours, you know that? You don't deserve to talk to yourself the way that you do. Who was it that spoke to you that way? Whose voice is it? It's not yours. You didn't come up with that. It's not a chemical imbalance either. It was a respect imbalance. Someone, at some point in your life, didn't respect you and left you to pick up the parts of yourself that they shattered. You know, I've been sitting here holed up in my office thinking of what to say next, because it feels disingenuous to talk about this from a position of success, because I'm still struggling to believe in myself. But nobody is born this way. You were not born this way. So if we can only believe what comes to us, well, then you better believe what I'm about to say next. You don't deserve to talk to yourself the way that you do. You didn't earn it. You didn't do anything. You don't deserve to live with someone else's pain. And if the people who put these thoughts inside your head spent half the time criticizing themselves as you do, maybe they wouldn't have done this to you. There's virtue in silence sometimes. Be kind to yourself, all right? Come in. Ah, neighbor, please have a seat. Is something wrong? Well, I don't mean for this to come across as insulting, but I'm afraid your appearance for the past few days has been falling short of this facility's personal clothing, grooming, and appearance standards. Your hair, especially. I know. I know that sounds rich coming from the guy with the big blue pompadour. Generally, I tend to be rather lenient on the code so long as the hair is clean, well-maintained, and doesn't pose as a risk or distraction on the job. And I can tell that you've been doing your best to at least keep your hair up and out of the way. Unfortunately, though, it's getting to the point where it isn't enough. It looks like you hadn't run a brush through it for at least a week. That's why I wanted to sit down with you and discuss this privately. Because I know you. You're usually pretty good about keeping up with the grooming policy, save for maybe the occasional bad hair day here and there. But this is the first time I've seen it get this bad. If you're going through something personal at the moment, I am more than willing to get you in touch with the resources that'll be able to help you. Hmm. I'm sorry, run that by me again? Someone stole your hairbrush. And that's why your hair's been such a mess? Okay, but why are you letting them borrow your things if you know they're not going to give them back? I swear. You're too nice for your own good sometimes, you know that? Well, now that I know what's going on, here's what we're going to do. Make a list of everything that's come up missing, and I'll be sure to have some replacements brought in for you within the next couple of days. In the meantime, I want you to start learning to put your foot down and tell those moochers no. I don't pay them to steal shit from other employees. And a hairbrush? Really? The last thing we need is a head lice epidemic inside of the factory. Don't give up. There's nothing wrong with you. You matter. You make a difference. I know those thoughts are running wild inside your head at the moment, telling you that you're not good enough. But you're not the problem. As weak as you are, as tired as you are, and as many mistakes as you've made, you do matter. You are perfectly lovable. You're good and kind-hearted. You're so lovable. And people take advantage of that. They see your light. They see your beauty. You've always been enough. You've never been the fucking problem. The world would lose something if you weren't here. There's nothing wrong with you. I want you to remember something, neighbor. When life gets hard, and you feel overwhelmed, and you're afraid, and you walk alone, and you feel completely invisible, and you don't have the answers, and you can't see the way, and you just want to give up, keep going. If you fail, that's okay. Keep trying until you succeed. Be your own hero. It's all right to look back and see how far you've come, but keep moving forward. It's not about surrendering to reality and throwing away your dreams. It's about sticking to your life's vision, even in the darkest of times, so that it explodes into reality. Never forget that. I hope everything that you do today is for everything that you're going to do tomorrow, and that everything that you do this year is for everything you do for the rest of your life. And I hope you win. I hope you win that war that's constantly going on inside your mind that no one else sees. I hope you're grateful for yourself for everything that you're able to do for yourself, for not giving up on yourself when everyone else did. I hope you're able to drown out the opinions of others around you, because they couldn't. That's why they tell you stop. That's why they tell you you can't. That's why they tell you, don't. Stop waiting for someone else to come and save you. No one else's opinion matters. It's the hardest things in life, the things that stress us out the most, that builds character and makes you stronger. So thank yourself every day for not quitting, for not giving up, and keep moving forward. And I hope you win.
Hmm? Ah, why hello there. Nah, I ain't lost, hon. I don't believe we're met. The name's Mordecai. Mordecai, darling. Yes, that's right. Your boss Walden happens to be my nephew. Ah, well, no. We're not particularly close, really. It's a work in progress. Actually, I was looking for my idiot brother, Wallace. You wouldn't have happened to seen him around here, have you? Ah, my apologies. Where are my manners at today? And what might your name be? Well, it's a mighty fine pleasure to meet you, hon. Are you new around here? Oh, I see. So you're the assistant Walls was telling me about? All good things, no worries. Heh, especially when I heard about how you went on punching him in the face. I don't care what he did or what was said. I'm sure it was a long time a-coming. Hmm? You like my style, huh? Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I do try my best to at least try to appear a bit more put together than the rest of us darling boys. Especially my brother. He always thinks it a bit much. Well, I say he wouldn't know class if I clocked him upside the head. Ah, speak of the devil, there's my brother over there. And I'm sure you've got a lot of business to tend to yourself, don't you? I won't keep you. It's been a pleasure meeting you, hon. You and old Wally boy are free to give me a holler if you need anything, alright? Alrighty. Have yourself a good day now.
I'm sorry. I know it's probably killing you knowing that you'll probably never get an apology from them, so I'm going to apologize for them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry they didn't see how precious you were. I'm sorry they couldn't see how amazing your heart is. I'm sorry that now you question yourself whenever you want to let someone in or trust them. I'm sorry they made you feel like you could never ask for help. I'm sorry your voice wasn't heard. I'm sorry they embarrassed you or made you feel ashamed. I'm sorry you're scared of what the future holds. I'm sorry that they have tainted your image of what love once was. I'm sorry they didn't respect your boundaries. I'm sorry they took your peace. I'm sorry that you had to keep quiet in order to keep the peace. I'm sorry they're the reason you have nightmares. I'm sorry you had to accept the bare minimum. And I'm sorry that they were never there for you, ever. I'm sorry. But don't let them win like that. They have already taken so much from you. Your time, your sleep, your peace of mind, the way you saw the world with innocence, maybe even your sense of safety. Don't you dare let them take your heart too. When we face hard things in life, we can either become softer and more compassionate, be kind, or we can harden our hearts, freeze up, get cold. Stay soft. Don't let them take your heart too.
Wally, you in here? I'm all finished with the... Knocked out at your desk again, huh, boss man? You know, you wouldn't have this problem if you'd just clock out and take yourself to bed like everybody else. What to do with you? I know. Let's see if you want to pass out at your desk again after this.
Hmm. Oh, what the fuck? How the fuck did I... Oh, I know exactly who did this. Neighbor?
And a good morning to you, Walden. Have a nice nap?
Neighbor, would you care to explain to me why you've put me in the cone of shame?
I'm offended that you'd accuse me of
Uh-uh.
such...
Don't give me any of that. It was you. I know it was you. So start talking, or you're going to be the first person that I select for today's first batch of spectra.
Well, you've been making it a habit lately of staying up late and working on paperwork. You're always hard on the rest of us in this facility about getting out on time and getting an adequate amount of sleep, but you never hold yourself to the same standard.
I'm only hard on the rest of you about getting off the clock and resting so you'll be able to do your jobs properly.
Well then, what about you? Shouldn't the manager of the Rainbow Factory also get off the clock and rest so he can do his job properly?
That's different. Besides, that's what I drink coffee for.
Well, then I don't have any regrets about putting you in the cone of shame. You really need to start taking better care of yourself.
Neighbor, I swear to God, the moment I get myself free from this cone, your ass is being sent straight to the lab.
You know, I only did this because I care.
Like hell you did. You just like to get a rise out of me by humiliating me.
Okay, that too. But I don't like watching you run yourself ragged by trying to keep up with this place the way that you do. If anyone in this factory needs to be in peak condition in order to do their job properly, it should be the person that's running this joint. Wouldn't you agree?
Would you just get this stupid cone off my head? And I'll consider your argument over a hot shower and some coffee.
Very demure, very cutesy, very mindful. That's not you! Especially if you're here? If we're looking each other in the eyeballs right now? You're not cutesy, you're not demure. You are very unkempt, uncontrolled, untamed. Very chaotic, very hedonistic. Cutesy and demure fear for their lives in the face of this chaos. You're not demure, you would lay a bitch out in a Waffle House. Let's be real right now.
I am not demure. I am depressed. I am not mindful. I am mentally unstable. I am not cute. I am crippled with anxiety.
Kinda cute though.
Walden, we need your assistance down in the lab.
I'm kinda busy at the moment. Can it wait?
No, trust me. You're really gonna want to see this.
Very well then. So, what are we looking at here?
I guess you could say he's a patient of sorts.
Patient? There aren't a whole lot of people in the area that I've been treating lately. My next appointment isn't due to come in for at least another week or two.
Oh no, this guy's new, and he asked for you specifically.
Well, that's weird. Are you able to tell what exactly is the matter with him?
I mean, I can definitely see what the problem is. It looks like he's got a severe form of grayscaling.
Oh, well, if that's all, then this shouldn't take much time at all.
No, Wally, you don't understand. It's severe.
I don't like that. I don't like the way you just said that.
Well, let's just get to the lab, and you'll see what I mean.
Alright. Now what?
Hi. You must be the Wally of this universe.
Original? Oh my god. What? What happened to you?
Oh, so you've met original Wally. That's good. That'll make explaining this a bit easier. I'm not quite him, exactly. Just a slightly different version of him.
An alternate. Alright. So you must be...
Grayscale Wally?
Right. Well, not that I really need to ask, but what brings you here to the Rainbow Factory, Grayscale?
I was hoping you could help me. Make it so that the grayscaling will stop.
Kinda figured. Could you provide me a little bit of information about what might be causing this?
It was home.
Home? Why would Home choose to do something like this?
I don't really know. I guess I did something to make them upset, and this is my punishment for that.
Do you have any idea what you could have done to upset them?
I don't know, but I must have done something bad for them to be doing this to me, right?
Oh, I just got flashbacks and not the good kind, alright? And how long has this been going on for?
About a week, I think.
Okay. Any symptoms outside of the obvious grayscaling?
Symptoms?
Yeah, like what's been happening and how you've been feeling ever since this started happening to you.
Oh, well, I do feel pretty tired most of the time. My whole body aches, and I need sleep if I want to have any energy.
Alright. Anything else?
Yeah, everything I touch grayscales too. My paintings, apples, the furniture I sit on, everything.
I see. I guess that explains why your clothes are also grayscaled then.
Uh-huh. It doesn't last forever, though. Most things tend to go back to normal as soon as I'm not touching it. I just wish my paintings would do that too.
Hmm. How'd you wind up hearing about this place, kid?
Frank told me about it.
My Frank or your Frank?
My Frank. They found something in a really old book they had. It talked about hidden portals that led to different universes. The first one I found, I said, I really hope this one can take me to the Rainbow Factory. And now, here I am. Just in time, too. It was getting dark, and being outside when it's dark is a very bad thing.
All right, well, here's the good news, at least. The good news is that there's a very good chance we'll be able to cure you of this grayscaling issue you have. The bad news is that the treatment for this kind of condition is going to be very, very painful.
I'll try anything. I just want to be normal again.
Right. We should also see if we can find a way to keep home from doing anything like this to you again. The last thing we need is for that asshole to undo any sort of progress we managed to make.
Jeez. It's really coming down out there, isn't it? Sally, make sure production is all set to come back up for when the storm is past. I think the neighborhood deserves a damn good rainbow after today.
Whatever you say, sir.
And has anybody seen Neighbor around? I swear they just up and disappeared as soon as the storm started. No, nobody. Some help you all are.
Maybe they're somewhere down in the lower levels cleaning.
I didn't give them orders to do that.
Maybe they're in the lab then, working on the next batch of spectra.
I didn't instruct them to do that either.
Well then, maybe they're still in the offices, filing away our most recent batch of reports.
That could be. I don't know, let me check. Oh, what the hell? What the hell happened in here? Did someone open a window or something? These are the reports that Neighbor was supposed to be taking care of. Neighbor, are you still in here? Huh? Neighbor? What are you doing under my desk? Jesus. Wait, are you hiding because of the thunder? You know you're safe in here, right? Well, from the storm at least. This building may be over 100 years old, but it's still structurally sound. I've made sure of that. Well, I'll clean up in here while you take the time you need to compose yourself.